Hi, this is the Super S made by Mold King. This is the box that it comes in. It comes with prop protectors and landing gears, and you really don't need them. It comes with a battery and charger. Here's the transmitter that it comes with. The trims are in a weird spot. The trims for the two, the throttle and elevator and aileron and elevator and throttle and rudder are in a weird spot. It does have 4 buttons. It's a rate button, a headless mode, a flip button, and return to home. It takes 4 AA batteries. The quad itself is a very good flying quad. I have a bunch of them. You can see right here I have like 5 of them, and I put the control boards in these 2 that were dogs when I got them, but since it has a new control board in it, they fly very well. You can see here I did some mods. I put a buzzer on it. I taped half of the body for orientation. Painted the area so I know which way the battery goes in. Something else that I do is that I got this with I got a Devo 7, and this flies very well with a Devo 7. You can turn the rates up to be very high. So this has a good yaw, and it has very good pitch and roll. Check my notes. When it first came out, it was only $20. Now it's up to $25. Supply and demand, I guess, huh? You can see that I purchased about 6 of them, and I've taken these 2 that were dogs, and I put the flight control boards from the ones that I used up for motors and all for parts, and I put it in these, and they fly very well now. Now it has that control board. Plus I can fly it with the same controller. I don't have to mess around with multiple controllers. The size of this is about, from corner to corner, it's about 160, and then from motor to motor, it's about 129, 130. The weight on this guy is 65 grams. That's without the battery. It comes with a 380 milliamp battery, which there are plenty of them. I mean, they're available just about everywhere. It's the same size battery that the Hubsan takes, the Hubsan X series take. You can probably put a 500 in here with no problem also, 500 milliamp. Let's get to flying. I will do the outdoor flying video next. Hi, this is my outdoor review of the Mold King 33143, the Super S. You can see that I did some modifications to it, but it's my best flyer. The reason why I say it's my best is it's the most fun to use. Here is the yaw, fast yaw. Here's it doing funnels. I bought 5 of these. I bought 2 at the beginning. I bought a black one and a white one, and I was flying the black one at first, and then I decided to use this white one. But the problem with the all white is that when you're flying and it gets caught up in the sky, you can't see it that well. It's white and the white sky, so I taped half of it black, and that's basically what you're seeing here. check my notes. This is easy in low rate. Doesn't have a fast, a deep pitch to it, and the yaw rate's slower. And then in high rate, it has a good yaw rate, spin rate, and the pitch is excellent. What I can do is I can take my controller, bring the ailerons all the way forward, so it's pitching forward, and then I just control it with the rudder, back and forth with the rudder, and it's real easy to fly. It has enough power to lift an 808/16 camera. What I did is I took the landing gear and the prop protectors off. I also added that little buzzer there. When you press the camera button, it buzzes, so you can find it easy. Like I say, it has enough power to lift an 808/16. Take off the landing gear, and it comes with prop protectors. You really don't need prop protectors. I've had this for about a year. I've had these for about a year, and I've never broken a prop. It doesn't come with spare props. It really doesn't need to, because these props are indestructible. It's not like the little micros that are driven directly off of the motor. These are gear driven, and the props have lasted a long time. I mean, I've crashed it probably several hundred times, and I've never replaced the prop. I've had to replace motors, of course, because these are using brush motors, and the brushes wear out over the course of time, and that's basically why I buy spares for these. I fly it with the Devo 7, and the reason why I fly it with the Devo 7 is the Devo 7 is a hobby grade transmitter, where the ones that comes with the Super S are okay. I mean, they will get you by, but some of them that I've had dead spots in them, where you're throttling up and all of a sudden the throttle dies completely in a certain spot, where the Devo 7 is very accurate. It doesn't have any kind of dead spots. I recommend that you fly over grass. If you fly over grass, this thing is virtually indestructible. If you fly over cement, cement's going to damage it. So if you have a grassy area that you can fly over, I would recommend that. I mentioned the fast forward flying. This is a great fast forward fly. You just put it full forward and just use your rudder, your spin, to create the direction. So it's pitching forward, and you just turn it left or right, and away it goes. Let me take a snapshot of it flying up for you. It's something I can use in, let me get it close. So you just go forward, and boom. See, I'm just holding it forward. I'm just using the yaw to spin. Bring it back down. It has a little rattle in it. I don't know why. I guess I hit something with it. This concludes the outdoor review of the Super S. Hi, this is my mod and final verdict for the Super S. I bought a white one, and I taped half the body black, because when it's up high, you lose orientation with it being all white. Plus, the sky being white on a clear day or a cloudy day, it tends to blend in, and it's hard to find, and I have old eyes. It's hard for me to find. Something else that I did is I added a buzzer here, and I wired it to the camera port, so every time you press the button on the transmitter, the camera button on the transmitter, the buzzer will sound. What that comes in handy for is that when you lose it in grass or far away, you can just press the buzzer and listen for the sound, and you know where it's at then. Something else that I do, and I do this to all my quads, I put a pull tab on the battery, and I also glue the wires. I also use fingernail polish, red fingernail polish, and I dab the end of it, and I dab the end of the quad itself to indicate the polarity. I have old eyes, that way I don't have to worry about putting them in backwards and blowing stuff up. I fly with the Devo 7. Now the transmitter that it comes with is okay, but it has, I find some of them have dead spots in them, where when you throttle up to a certain point, it just drops, and it's a dead spot in the transmitter, and it causes this to drop. And if you fly it with the Devo 7, it doesn't have any type of dead spots. It's a hobby grade transmitter. My final verdict, I would give this a 9 out of 10. And the reason why I'm taking a point away is because of the dead spots in the transmitter. It's only on some of them, not on all of them, only on a few that I've purchased. Like I mentioned before, I've taken this flight controller out and put it in other quads because this flight controller is tuned very, very, very well. Has a good yaw, good pitch, and you can do a lot of tricks with it. You can get it from GearBest. Let me open this up. They're $24.88 for the white and the black, and they're shown here with the prop protectors and the landing gear on. I find that if you put that stuff on, you don't get as much performance out of this because of the added weight and because of the devices causing air restrictions. So if you leave them off and you don't put them on, you're not going to damage anything if you fly over grass, and it just adds to the performance. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section, and thanks for watching.